Hello, hello, hello. What's good, everybody? It is Thursday night, and we are ready to finish off a great one, good one. I don't know. What do we think of it? How we doing tonight, Fandom D Saint? What are we talking about with Daredevil?
Yo, what is good, everyone? And yes, this was not a Daredevil finale. This was a damn Punisher season 1, episode 1 in MCU. Get out of here, man.
Oh man, I got some mixed reviews. I've heard some mixed reviews. We're gonna talk about it. Some things about some things. You already know Daredevil Born Again, season 1, episode 9, the finale, and this one was called Straight to Hell. And we just straight up open up. We see Vanessa visiting with Bullseye, showing him how she's gonna get him out of the loony bin on a technicality. She even like withholds his medicine. She doesn't want him docile and submissive. She needs that killer back. So she had plans way back because she did this when Fisk wasn't even around.
Yep. And at one point, I'm like, wait a minute, are you just like using just to like get rid of, the guy that Foggy is about to like with his case? Or is he also like, using him as in his back pocket? Because, back in season 3, Fisk like killed his I'm not sure if they were dating or not. Poindexter and that one chick, if they were okay, but he ended up killing her. But also, he can still end up Vanessa could still like end up like using Poindexter. Like, wait, if Fisk like ever like loses his mind or something, end up killing me, hey, I got someone just in case.
I got a backup plan. Well, we find out exactly why she did it later, and that is so messed up. But we also get confirmation that it was definitely Vanessa who ordered the hit on Foggy because, like I was about to say, he is going to shine a light on some of her business practices, and she wants to keep those in the dark. So basically, she's been using that spot down by the port, that port to as a free port to launder millions, and that's why later old Fisk says, "No, we're going to start laundering billions." Like it is a new day in New York. But we also hear she did it while Fisk was away, so he may not have known initially, but he obviously found out soon enough. So
Yeah,
like,
you and AK called that. Like, I didn't think he knew, but he Ben knew that.
oh, absolutely. He's like, I know Vanessa. I know. Like, hell yeah, you know. So Bullseye was obviously aiming at Fisk. Like, is that because he knows it was Fisk that definitely had him sent over to Gen Pop to get him killed?
Most definitely.
Yeah, that's like he's about to wrap this up. It's like you ain't killing me, son. Let's get you. Also, Vanessa told him to kill Foggy and Dumb Benny. So why did like Benny say sorry, Foggy? They made me call you, and he still got to live in the end. Like, how does it? I swear to God, like
Wait,
this,
is he? Is he still alive?
Dumb Benny made the call to Foggy, and then he called him back and said sorry. They made me do it. So
Yeah,
I
but
don't.
is somebody like in the current timeline today? Is he still alive? Is that question.
I think so. They made it sound like he did. That's what I'm saying though. I think we had like two sets of writers for this season, and
Oh, he did because they had to do reshoots. Because remember, originally Foggy and Karen were not supposed to even be in the season.
so
It was
yeah,
only in the reshoots, then they added them.
well, if they added them, then it should be the same writers. I don't know why there's so many gaps. Like there's so many unanswered questions and things they set up that they didn't finish and follow through on, and it's like it's obvious that there was more than one set of writers on this show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, is Benny alive or not? Like, is
He should be, because if he is alive, then it's like, okay, then what was the whole point in all of
exactly
this?
why
You could
just
have killed. You have to like for loose end's sake, you have to kill him off as well.
yeah, I don't know. But there's a lot that makes it seem, like I said, that the series was just shot in two different timelines by two different sets of writers. Maybe that's what made this series feel just a little bit off. I don't know.
Yeah. So for hopefully with season 2, it'll be like better. At
Yeah,
least then they have like, okay, this is what we're planning on. We're not doing a whole bunch of rewrites, reshoots. But even though and then inevitably almost happens, especially with MCU series and movies, because like what Falcon Winter Soldier was supposed to be, and then something else. I think that was supposed to be like Serpent Society, and then they end up changing and this and that. And it was like a whole bunch of other mess.
I feel it. What's up? I see you out there. We got Steve and John Haymaker. What's up, Jake Cruz? Everybody out there in the chat. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh man, yeah, absolutely. It was. What do you guys all think of this episode? What do we think of this finale out there? Oh man, I was just. I don't even know. I don't even know. Why did Poindexter keep coming to have to fight Daredevil? Keep having to come in and have to fight Daredevil. Because he knew Daredevil was going to come after him for killing Foggy. I mean, I don't know. What do you think about that, fandom? Why did Poindexter keep coming after Daredevil?
At least for this season, the beginning was mainly because the whole hit that Vanessa had. That was like the main thing. But then with the previous episode, he was mainly going after Fisk.
Feel it. Yeah, I mean, he was for the most part. He was. Whoa, shit! This was my shit. Whoopsie. Yeah, but he did, like I said. I mean, obviously, Daredevil was coming after him when he killed Foggy, so I mean, he really didn't have any choice. And then the second time, like, he did come to kill Fisk. So I don't know if he really did come after Daredevil. I just think he ran into him and didn't have a choice, no way to avoid him when he killed Foggy. Was it a dig or like really just the drugs? Because when Matt came to in the hospital, the first word out his mouth was Karen.
As he damn should, because we cannot stand Heather over here right now. At least I don't know about DJ and AK, but yeah, I cannot stand Heather.
Oh,
It
no.
was since I think it was like since the last episode, I was like, I cannot stand Heather. And then literally, then this episode, I was like, less Heather, great. Even how the episode opened when he literally said Karen, I was like, yes. Even he knows it ain't the damn drugs.
He said it's not the drugs. It's like it should be Karen here. Where's my Karen at? I miss my Karen.
Even Kristen was like, damn.
Oh, she's just like,
wrong.
it's the drugs. It's the drugs. Oh, me too, John.
Great lawyer, right? Great defense lawyer.
Yeah, that head was beyond gruesome. That was like they were just trying to make that ew. He was like, what happened? After he shot Foggy, he should have bounced. Poindexter walked to the bar and went after Matt. Did he try to shoot Karen? Because he did. He popped another shot off. Was that supposed to take out Karen, or was that the people that were coming out? Because he shot another shot, and she just happened to move, and the shot went through the window. Remember?
It could be collateral. Like aim could have been for whatchamacallit, for Foggy, and then he's like, well, fuck it, since I'm here, let me get my revenge. So
and again,
because he was approaching Karen, so then potentially it could have been next.
And that's just it. He wasn't supposed to be killing Karen. It was just supposed to be Dumb Benny and Foggy. So again, that's like just a loose end that doesn't really
that's loose end. Yeah,
that they were showing. Again, I think that's just multiple writers trying to do that. That I don't know, didn't come together. But yeah, Matt instantly tried implicating Vanessa for the Foggy hit, and Kristen wasn't trying to hear it. Is that because she doesn't want to take on the Fisks, or that she didn't want to talk about it in front of Heather? Because she did say her and Matt are going to have a serious talk later.
I think it's more of like you're drugged up, you just got shot. Like so much of it's probably going through his head that he's not thinking straight. That's like her viewpoint of it, is how I saw it. So maybe that's why she just didn't want to hear her at that point.
I mean, what do you think Kristen's talk with Matt's going to be about? Like she said, you and I are going to have a serious talk later. What's that talk going to be about?
I thought it would have been that, but at the same time, who knows what the other one.
It could be. Vanessa's worried and tries to tell Fisk what she's done, but before she gets anything out, he says he already knows. So what was she so worried about? It's not like he'd be mad that she killed someone.
That would be the next thing, but again, he didn't.
It's like, I mean, she's just like, she was so worried. She was like, it seemed like she was anxious about telling him. Like she tried to tell him before and didn't come out. And then there she's like getting up, pacing the room. Like this man just had you kill somebody in a dungeon. Like, what are you sweating?
Don't know. Even with Vanessa, like she shouldn't really be worried.
Matt yet again tries to warn Heather of how dangerous the fists are, but she's just not trying to hear it. And then she says, like, it'd be better if I came back after you've had some rest. Did she just break up with Matt?
That's what I'm assuming. I'm like, and I was like, you know what? Good, because I'm done with Heather right now. Like, but if she's still with them, then I'm like, eh. But she wasn't even in that apartment, so she went back to her own apartment.
Man. They waste no time in showing the gloves are off. Like it is 100% Mayor Kingpin from this point forward. He said, hunt them down. There will be no body cams, no due process, no warrants, basically no law and no rights. Like it is about to go down in New York City.
And I freaking loved it. Like, this is what we need to like end the finale to segue into the next one. And she was like, oh no, we can't just be doing that right now. I'm like, watch how the season's gonna end.
Oh, Slammin said he was cracking up when he heard you call Daredevil Timu Daredevil. This is Timu Daredevil.
I mean, It kind of was, and then literally it's like the writers in the future are like, "Oh, that's what they're saying," and then this episode happened. I'm like, "Okay, here we go."
It's like, what is happening? Gallo tries to speak up, like touting, like it's illegal and goes against the operating principle of the NYPD. Like he says, next you'll be condoning the use of lethal force. Fisk screams out, condoning? Absolutely not. Encouraging.
I was dying. I mean, like, dude, did you not see the air fryer like in front of you?
Dude, Kingpin is off. He is on it. Like he is, yeah, no holds barred. It is game on at this point, showing that the rule of law is now completely out the window. Oh my god. Well, we definitely got our answer on how Fisk was going to feel about Daredevil saving his life. Like everybody who guessed it wouldn't change a thing gets a star because the man just saved your life, and his reward is you send in your right-hand man to go murder him in his hospital bed. Like you ruthless bastard. Now I'm even more irritated. Maya missed.
I was shocked. I was like, wait a minute. Here I'm thinking like it might like hinder things. He says, "Oh, it's not. It's like a shame he might just end up like dying from like complications." I was like, "Oh shit." But now he didn't end up murking him. No, I was kind of hoping like he was gonna like enter the room and then Matt kills him. But wishful thinking. Not kill him, but at least like beat the crap out of him.
He said Kirkland Daredevil.
Like if it was Punisher obviously would have killed him easily. But I am curious, like in a combat fight, how would he handle like Matt?
Oh, what's up, Cruz? How come you don't think that Heather's marriage or she's marriage material anymore?
No, he meant Heather.
Karen. Oh, Heather?
Yeah, he meant Heather.
Oh,
He
okay. I
corrected
thought you were
himself.
talking about Karen. I was like, wait, what? How is oops, I keep hitting the wrong damn button. Why yeah, definitely. Now who do you think? I mean, we're gonna talk about it again, but who do you think Karen's gonna end up with? Because obviously she loves them both, but I don't know. At the end of the episode, that looked like kind of a friend kiss on the forehead to me.
I don't know. That's a friend kiss, though. We see her Punisher.
Yeah, like I was like, did Matt
I
just
think
get
she knows.
friend
She loves them both, though. She loves them both.
She
Obviously,
does.
it's almost like equally. It's like would she ever get with Frank? Yes, but we all know how Frank's psychotic nature is. Like he's not gonna move on from his past like wife. So
I don't
that's
know
one
about
thing.
that.
And
My
two, like even if like he ends up like being with Karen, that's like one person even more he has to like even like worry about with his whole crusade against like crime. So almost like be like a whole repeat with and worry with him. It's like, oh shoot. Like if now I have Karen, it's now I have to worry about Karen all. So it's like, for him, he has to stay single.
yeah, I guess, but I don't know. My man's out there with my man's out there with a fresh new haircut. He's up there with some new aftershave
Yep.
on, looking also fresh.
That's why he did the whole thing.
Oh yeah, because he knew Karen was coming back. My man, yeah, he's got some issues in the past, but if there's one woman he can get past it for, I'm gonna say it's Karen. And Karen was asking, "Oh, you heard his heartbeat when I was there?" Like she was asking questions. Like there is definitely a thing there. What's up, chat? Who do you think Karen should end up with, Punisher or Matt? Frank or Matt?
Honestly, it'd be bad both ways because literally with Frank, his wife got killed. With Matt, it's like, oh my gosh, it is
All his women
terrible.
get killed.
Not get killed, but like leaving him, this and that. That's ridiculous.
Fisk tests Sheila with rooting out all in his staff who aren't fully on board with his new plans for the city. He wants all non-believers out, so there's no one left to get in his way of just total and complete corruption. Do you think he was kind of halfway letting her know it's like now or never, you're either on board or you're not? Like either get on board or hit the road?
Get on board or you die at this point. And I was like, I was really surprised at the moment she had that conversation with that chief. And I was like, okay, are you gonna be like plotting against Fisk? And literally within a few like scenes later on the phone, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Oh my gosh. But she knows. She's been around at this point, so it's like, yeah, you just have to either be like BB or not. See how BB's uncle went, so even her days are actually numbered as well.
Yeah, because you definitely know he knows about that. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling Frank myself, John. I kind of think she belongs with the Punisher a little bit more. I think she kind of, her and Matt had their time, and Matt just kind of dissed her, and she took off, and now she's had her time away, and she might be ready to move on with Frank. I don't know. And it looks like Frank might be ready to move on with her. So who
And I
knows?
was gonna say she's Frank. She's safer with Matt, but literally his whole freaking apartment just like blew up. So I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that was after Matt. That wasn't after Daredevil. That was Fisk coming after Matt. So just like Karen said, that's crazy. Like that's pretty brazen even for Fisk. So he's letting it know all gloves are off. I don't care anymore. But of
Heather's gonna
course,
look at it like, oh, he was blind. Maybe left like the freaking stove on or something. Who knows?
yeah, that's what they'll blame it on. Of course, the first one she runs into is Gallo. Why she almost seemed to be waiting for her out there in the hallway. Like, and how scared is she? Like, we know she doesn't agree with the way Fisk does things. So, like, why not? Why didn't she ally with Gallo? Like, who's actually trying to do something about it? Like, why out the one man that was trying to actually stop Fisk?
Because I guess since she's been near Fisk, well, one, she knows like who Fisk is and been around him and seeing all his power moves that he's making. At this point, just be with the devil, you know.
The you go with the one you know over the one you don't. Yeah, I guess so. But man, well, the drugs must be wearing off because Matt's hearing is back and in full effect because somehow he knows that the clicking of shoes coming his way are ones coming to kill him. So I guess Spidey taught him more than just how to swing around the city. My man taught him some Spidey senses because how did he know like that those shoes were coming to kill him? That was kind of weird.
Not even that though. It's like he's just thinking ahead. Like if you were Fisk, would you not send someone to try to kill you right now?
Yeah, I guess so.
And the moment like the lights and stuff came off, like up, perfect timing. Because like at that point, like no one's like monitoring the rooms or anything. At least his room. They're mainly focused on the rooms, which like people like need like those like stuff like connected to them and whatnot.
How many times has he committed murder? Once, maybe one.
Once every like 10 seconds.
Last 5 minutes. No, the rest were just self-defense. Oh, always in the W. No, absolutely. Yeah, I don't know. That's a close one. That's crazy. But we then see why Fisk was like meeting with the county worker after Sheila. He had a plan to kill the power in the city. One, to make it easier for Buck to kill Matt, and two, to just cause total chaos in the city, which absolutely went down, and it was just nuts. But man, that was crazy how that cop just like, dude, I hate thieves, but the way that cop just blew that kid away and then pulled his hat down and called him a mass vigilante, like
That pissed me off. I'm like, wow, you gotta be kidding me.
So do you think that was one of his task force goons, or was that just
Of
regular cops? You don't
course.
think regular cops are starting to get in on it a little bit?
It could be both, honestly. It could be both. But it seemed like it was from the task force though, because wasn't the one guy? I thought there were people. Everyone that has those bulletproof, I'm showing like vests and whatnot. I think they're part of the task force.
That's all the task force, probably.
Yeah,
Man, that is just so corrupt and messed up. If
and even
Matt,
it seems like the one that was questioning it wasn't even like questioning the task force. He's like, wait a minute, this is a little bit too far now. We just like shot a kid. And I was like, oh, that's not a kid. It's just like I'm like, dude, like what the hell? So,
oh,
so some of them are like beginning to like wake up from the Kool-Aid that they've been drinking.
if I was Fisk, I wouldn't try to murder the man who just tried to save my life. That's just it. That just shows how corrupt Fisk is. Like he is awful. He is just an awful. That's what I'm saying. The guy saves your life, and his reward is you send in your right hand man to just go poison him in his hospital bed. Like that is messed up. And again, what's up, Phantom? Even Frank asked him later, why the hell did he step in front of that bullet?
Even he doesn't even know. I was hoping to know, but they were like, nah, maybe season 2.
I mean, did it have to do with what Bullseye said earlier? Like, if you were a better man, you'd even be the one to protect me and be the one being me.
Yeah, I guess that's poetic writing, I guess, right there.
So he's still thinking about it, going, okay, I'm the better man. If I'm really a hero, I have to take this bullet no matter how bad the guy is. Because
Yeah.
in his mind, everybody deserves a second chance. But Fisk has had a second chance and a third, and he's still acting up. So, I mean, don't you just have to put this maniac down?
It could also be an FU. Like, not only did you help me escape, but I'm gonna also help you like save Fisk as well.
That's insane. If Matt knows that they were coming to kill him, why did he go home? Like he couldn't figure out that's the first place they're going to come looking for him.
That is true. We also need his Daredevil suit as well. I think because wasn't his like outfit stuff there as well. So he did have to go back and like acquire it.
Because oh boy,
But he knew freaking Punisher was there because the moment he opened the door and he smirked, I'm like, yeah, Punisher in there. Because who else would he be smiling like that for?
but yeah,
Karen.
and Punisher even said, "Did you notice the dirt bags in the van outside?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I know him." So I mean, he knows the cops are there. So yeah, I guess that was it. He just had to go get his outfit. But man, I was just like, why go back? I mean, that's the first place they're going to go there. Why would you go there? But yeah, I guess he needed it. I guess he needed the outfit. But just a few steps inside, like he said, he cracked a big old smile and he can sense that he is not alone. His old buddy, the Punisher, was there. And Matt could even tell that Frank had that new haircut and was wearing aftershave. So again, why so put together? Was it just for
Wait,
character?
didn't he? He didn't know?
Yeah, he did know.
Oh, I thought you said he did.
Because he said that. He goes, a new haircut and new aftershave. Is that for me? So, I mean, he had to know he was going to be running into Karen some point, didn't he? Or was it really just for Matt?
Nah, because he literally said when the moment he said, "Oh, someone called me for a favor," or someone to call me to check up on you and thing, I was like, Karen, instantly. And I was happy that we even got like Karen's return in this episode. So I only thought that Karen was going to be in that like one episode in the beginning, but now she returned.
Yeah, superhero reflex. Like I said, I think he had Bullseye's words ringing in his ears. He's just like, yeah, if I was a better man or if I was a true hero, then it wouldn't matter. I would do the hero thing, the right thing. But still, that's crazy. But on that note, I don't know. I don't think you ever said, who do you think she would end up with? Who's a better fit, fandom? Daredevil.
I'm still it's very bad choices.
He said, I'm riding the fence like no other time.
Before I was gonna say Matt, but literally, like if she was in the apartment, done.
Game over. Absolutely. Oh, then Punisher asked the question we all wanted answered. Like we're saying, like, hey, Red, why would you take a bullet for that asshole? And all he can reply is, that's a good question. Like, what the hell? I need some answers. Like, why did you step in front of the bullet? Like, you could have ended so many problems right then and there.
I mean, he is also a Christian, so it's like it could just been his Christian morals as well. It's like, well, shit, Christ would have wanted me to do it. So yeah.
Like Jake said in the chat, it's like, I'm not Jesus. I'm not taking that one on your own, homie. I'm not trying
it's
to
like season 3, he could have killed Fisk if he wanted to, but he did it.
Yeah,
so
that's crazy. Oh, Matt hears the bad cops coming and tells Frank he doesn't want that type of help, and Frank's the type of help Frank's there to give. And I don't know, do you think Matt would have had any shot whatsoever getting out of there alive if it wasn't for Frank taking so many of them out?
He would have, but it would have been like difficult.
You think he could have? Because them cats were there with guns and playing for keeps.
Of course,
they were there to arrest him, but you're like,
even when the fight was happening, I'm like, he was still holding his own there. It wasn't like Frank was like doing everything. So even I was like, questioning it a bit. I'm like, how injured like truly are you, man? From him getting shot, this is that same night, mind you, to the point in the hospital bed. He got the drugs and stuff. They did, of course, stuff. Maybe again, it was a flesh wound. Well, we know.
No,
walking all the way back. Yeah, walking all the way back to his apartment. Put his suit on that fast. Because I don't know how, if they even took an elevator, ran up those stairs. Who knows at this point? Fighting back and forth, and I'm just like, well, damn, like he was still holding his own.
Yeah, this is just hours later too. Like I know Stick taught Matt how to like meditate and heal a little bit faster than normal, but he just took a bullet. I mean, and it went through because you saw Fisk's white tux. It had blood all over it, which means that bullet went straight through. So it's like, I know they showed him favoring the shoulder, but how would he be able to fight like that quick after being like he just woke up a couple hours ago? I thought that was a bit too much. Superhero or not, he's still just human. He doesn't have superpowers. Like, yeah, that was crazy. Frank wanted to kill the dirty cop that killed the white tiger, but Matt wouldn't let him. Like, who do you think's right in that instance? Like Frank with his eye for an eye, or Matt thinking all people deserve a second chance?
Matt, you better than me, because I would have kept stomping my foot on his freaking head until the meat show. Like, oh my gosh. He was a good man. Oh my gosh. A good, good man.
Took him away from his family. He was out there just trying to help people, and you just went up and took him out. Yeah, I don't know. You got to go. I'm with Frank on that. What's up, chat? Are we with Frank or are we with Matt? Do we think that everybody deserves a second chance? Are you a daredevil or are you a Punisher and be like, hell no, he killed Hector. He got to go. He deserved to die. What
That
is
was
it?
kind of like anticlimactic. That's he saw the bullet. He's like, oh, Red, here. Oh, so it was you. Punched him. I'm like, that's it. Couldn't kill him. Then one point I thought Punisher was gonna kill him, but then he stopped Punisher. And then he says, okay, how about this guy? Then Punisher kills the other guy who's just a rando. I'm like, get out of here.
He said nope. Yeah, that white picture, they love it. I think they like it even more with all the blood on it. The white rabbit in the snowstorm, the fact that they keep eating right in front of it, and he walks like he's never getting rid of that. I think he likes it even more. Jake thinks those more questions are tough. They are tough, and that is,
Yeah.
I mean, thou shalt not kill if you really believe it. I mean, that's a tough one, but yeah, I'm Team Punisher on that one. He killed a good one. He got to go. Because who else is he going to kill? He's not out there doing good. But while they're arguing whether or not to kill that cop that killed Hector, Matt hears something and yells, "Grenade!" And they start running. Like, whoever threw that in there is pretty ruthless. Like, they couldn't have known how many of their own guys were still alive.
No, they don't care about each other. They just care about the mission.
Dude, that is so brutal. I'm like, are you kidding me with this? Like,
And he would have been the one to have cured Daredevil. Not cured. Killed
Killed.
I can't even talk. Killed Daredevil. And Fist probably would have gave you even bigger, more promotion. Like, now you're the leader of the task force.
dude, that is so messed up. And of course, Matt and Frank make it out safely. And as Matt's calling Frank an asshole, a car rolls up behind them, and it's none other than Karen. Well, now we know who made that phone call to call Frank for a favor. But they all head back over to Frank's fallout shelter to fix themselves up. And you can't tell me that they didn't know what they were doing when Frank laid that line down about there's nothing in this world a good cup of coffee can't fix.
Maybe I'm thinking of Luke Cage.
It was like, has this man already been hanging out with Luke or what? Because you cannot be subtly dropping no coffee lines in this series without talking about innuendos being thought of. We know what coffee means. We know what having a cup of coffee means in the Marvel universe. You can't be dropping that shit. Tell me that wasn't on purpose.
Oh, that was.
Frank telling it straight to Karen. He looked right in her eyes when he said it too. I was like, get it, Frank? Shit. But before she left, Frank said, hey, Karen, you asked for a favor and I did it. So it kind of sounds like he may be expecting a little something, something in return, huh?
Dumb cheeks. But you're just saying that because she's like, oh, don't pretend like you didn't care. And he's like, well, you just asked for a favor. And that's the only thing I'm doing for because you just asked for a favor. No, man, you cared. You freaking cared. Because you could simply just said no.
Is that why he said that?
Yeah. You're just being stubborn. Just trying to play. It's like, oh, you asked me for a favor, so I just did the favor. Because I still haven't seen like the Riddle to Punisher seasons. And I'm told like she's in the first one. So who knows? Maybe he's just doing that to repay the favor from like what happened in the first season or whatever.
And
in reality, we know it's not the favor. You love her.
That'd be pretty sick. Aren't they supposed to be doing like what they did with that Moon Knight show or whatever that 1 hour show? I think they're going to be doing a one-off thing for Punisher. Like,
yeah, that's what I heard.
That'd be pretty sick. So yeah, I'm definitely down for that. But while digging through files, Matt told Karen he's glad that she's back, and she instantly pulled away from him. And I was like, oh, that might have been a step too far. You should have patted it with that, I'm glad you're here. Not that back makes it seem like she's made a decision. And to me, it looks like she's done anything but made a decision yet.
Yeah. You could like read what I read, but sense like a response to that.
Oh, the way she was asking about Frank, I'm telling you, I feel like she's going to end up with him more than Matt. But they finally
Nah, don't do it. Now, okay, I'm Team Matt now. Get out of here.
They finally find the file they're looking for and realize what Foggy had stumbled onto. Red Hook is a free port, which means it's not really part of the city or even America for that point. And that's why Fisk wants to build there. It's a port with no governing law. And like he said, Vanessa was laundering millions. He plans on doing billions there. He's about to make it his own little Krupp Tortuga. Like straight gangster land. What's the Mara? What's the one? Oh my god! And the Winter Soldier, where they went, where old boy was getting his dance on, and old girl's like the boss of it all.
You talking about Zemo?
Yeah, but what was that? What was the name of that place? That
The
city that's
club?
no, the city that's all gangster. Oh my god! I just had it on the tip of my tongue. I totally spaced it.
Dang, I forgot myself.
Marzipal, Mariupol. Oh my god! But anyway, I think he's going to try to make it his own little personal like that area like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nothing but gangsters and killers, and nothing anybody can do about it because there's no law there, which is crazy. Matt and Karen decide to head there and see what's going on, and so does Frank after he hears over the radio that that's where all the cops are going to be falling back to. And Karen talks some sense into Matt, like, don't try to rush in the place. Like, he wants to go in there on his own, but unfortunately, the Punisher didn't have a voice of reason with him. Like, they're both so much better off with this when this woman's in their lives. Like, they're just off on one without her.
Mm-hmm. That reminds me of like going to video games and like I could be level 1 for like a freaking level 10 mission. I'm like, I don't care. I'm gonna go Blaze of Glory.
Oh, Karen talked him out of going in there, and she's like, if you go in there, you'll get killed. Is that what you want? And I mean, it almost seemed like he did. But what do you think if she knew that Frank had been captured and in there? Do you think she would have told him to go in there?
And repeat that? Like if she knew that if Frank was going, would she like stop him or something?
Yeah, Frank. They all got there. Frank did go in, and Frank ended up getting captured.
Yeah.
So if Karen knew that Frank had been captured, do you think she would have still stopped Matt from going in there, or do you think she would have told Matt to go in?
Nah. I want to stop earlier.
What's that?
No, not really. It would probably been like planned differently. They probably would have gone at the same time.
But I'm saying, like, when she was up there saying, like, no, don't go down there, you're going to get yourself killed. What if all of a sudden he's like, I hear Frank's down there. Do you think she would have changed her tune at all?
But no, but didn't how that scene happen? It was like, wasn't he like listening in or something, Frank?
He was listening on the radio.
On the radio, and then he went. So I don't think that they knew.
But
didn't they?
What you didn't?
I'm just misremembering the scene.
Didn't know what? What do you mean now?
No, okay, maybe I'm misremembering the scene then. Did they know he was going there or no?
No. Matt and he left. Matt and Karen went to go read the files in the storage unit, and then Frank said, "No, I don't have time for that Inspector Gadget bullshit," and he stayed at Fallout. And then while he was at his Fallout, he had his radio scanners on, and he heard the police like, "We can't find him. We're just going to fall back to Red Hook." To the port. And so since Frank heard that they're all going to fall back there, he decided to go there because that's what he does, is kill all the bad guys. So he's going to kill them all. And then once Matt and Karen read that what was going on there, they wanted to go see for themselves what was going on. And that's when they went. They didn't know that Frank was in there. So when Matt was like, I'm going to go in there, you get out of here. And she's like, if you go in there, you'll die. Is that what you want? She talked him out of not going in there. But I'm saying if Matt goes, wait a minute, and he's like, Frank's in there, I can hear him, and they're beating him or something, do you think she would have changed her tune and said, just...
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Really? You think she would have and said, no, okay, go for it? So you do...
would have saved her. Not saved her, saved him.
So she does like Frank better.
It was a bit either way it goes. Like, it was the reverse. She would have been like, yo, Frank will help him. I ain't like you. She likes Frank better.
You have to secure your own mask before helping others. Trying to save Frank won't help save Frank. But what if he saves Frank and Frank gets out and he doesn't?
Yeah.
But Frank ends up getting caught, and the dipshit fanboys actually try to recruit him, and they tell him, like, it'd be an honor to serve with you. Like, you poor delusional bastards. Like, you obviously know nothing about this man, because, yeah, I have a feeling you're going to find out soon enough, though. And then Gallo gets in his car and sees that it's not his regular driver. So you already know it's about to be curtains for him. With everything that's going on, if you get in that car and it's not your regular driver, are you not just opening that door and getting right back out?
Yo, the moment I saw the tattoo, I've been like, wait, hold up, I use the bathroom. And never come back.
Right? I mean, I didn't think it was going to be that gruesome, but again, like he's
He
doing
was
it there.
dumb. Like, he knows about the task force. The moment he saw that tattoo, I've been on the left.
Oh man, yeah,
So,
I
but
did
I
not.
haven't seen him for like a while. I'm like, okay, so you even know how he is right now.
Yeah,
Since like what was this? He said the academy, right? Since he came out of the academy or when he was a rookie.
yeah, when he was a
I'm
rookie,
like, you don't know how he is, like
he said a
all that
long
stuff.
time.
Which, like, come on now, like, yeah, I've been like bounced.
And then Fisk does it there at the free port, so there's no way he can be prosecuted. Like that was just dirty. But is that just the
Even then, he could have done it anywhere. Hell, he could have did it in the mayor office if he wanted to. He still would have got away.
well, not in really, because now if one of them does like get cold feet and snap, and be like, I just saw him murder a man, it'll be like, well, it happened in the free port. There's nothing you can do about it because there's no law there. So yeah, that's why he did it there. That's why he had him driven there. But is that just the ultimate display to put on in front of your goon squad? Like they just have to be like, well, if he'll kill the commissioner right here in front of all of us, I guess we just get to go ham on the whole city with zero repercussions. Like that just literally gave every one of them the green light to do anything they want to do whenever they want to do it. That is a scary situation.
I loved it though. He just like crashed his skull. I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, well, damn. First, the whole Punisher scene, Punisher and DareDevil fight scene, where he was just like literally just like ripping people apart, throwing an axe, freaking stab them in the throat, this and that. I'm like, well, damn, this is on freaking Disney Plus. I'm loving it. And then it goes all the way to this damn scene. I'm like, oh my gosh. Not holding back.
Leave the gun, take the cannolis. That's the Godfather. Yeah, there you're going. Kingpin is the Godfather because he is straight going gangsters. Like some of these cops had to be like not completely evil, like just tired of being bad guys or tired of the bad guys always getting away with it and being handcuffed by the law to not really be able to do anything about it. But after seeing this display, like don't some of these cops have to realize that they're way on the wrong side of it? Like, and just maybe want to end up joining Daredevil instead of being on Kingpin's side?
We did see with one or no, like a couple near the last scene of the episode. Before then, I'm saying like maybe that one cop that saw the other one like shot that kid and put that vigilante mask on him. Like maybe that's just like an early sign, like some of them are gonna start like, realizing that yeah, we've been drinking the Kool-Aid here.
Way too much. Absolutely, yeah. I don't know. Like it all started with Andor when he put that that cat on his knees and blew his head off. I was like, "Ooh, Disney done changed."
Because it's like the White Tiger guy. Like with him, it was like, didn't he like shoot that like what was his backstory? That he shot someone who was like selling drugs to kids or something? I think it's some others. It was like something.
What
But
happened?
because remember the one who killed the White Tiger, what was his backstory? Didn't he like shoot a kid who was selling drugs to someone who was selling drugs to kids or something?
Yeah, something like yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's like to point now you're literally shooting White Tiger who was like doing good like vigilante stuff. Like, come on, he was even helping up even like your police guys.
Yeah,
To
all
the
the
point
cops.
like you're now like freaking killing him. I'm like, come on now. So for that, it's like you're really going down. So it's like for him, there's no for people like him, there's like really just no redemption for him. Of like others who acknowledge like, yo, we just like shot a young kid who like we literally just told him to like drop it and he did. Not like, oh, I'm just gonna like come at you with the crowbar still at hand.
He said Disney forgot they were Disney. Yeah, Disney forgot they were Disney a long time ago. And when you got Tony Soprano's kid working for you, you're going to be doing some gangster shit.
But no button up tie and thing. He's like, yeah.
He looked so goofy with those suspenders on. I was like, man, like close your jacket. You just look young and silly. That was killing me. When Daredevil told Karen we need an army, I got so pumped. I was like,
I was like, give me Luke Cage, give me Jessica Jones. Come on now. Some superhero near the end. But no, we just got, just Josie, Cherry, Karen, and a couple of police officers. I'm like, hell, you could have given me the freaking night nurse and I would have been blowing my mind across the damn board. But
something.
no.
I mean, I was like, here we go. Who's making cameos now? And how many we gonna get? None. No cameos. None other than the Punisher. I felt so robbed. I was like, are you kidding me?
They got to the end of the second season for me to see somewhat.
I was heated. I couldn't believe it. But back in the city the next morning, like the power is restored, and Fisk has a meeting with Heather where he offers her a place in his administration, and she, of course, accepts. So, how will this affect her and Matt's relationship, or is it pretty much already over?
It's already over, damn it.
That's pretty much game time for them.
Unless Matt just like continues it just so he can like get some like information from Fisk. But that's like literally like I'm just over with Heather.
He's just over it with her.
And it's so upsetting because like I know how it like sort of like goes with her end and like in the comics. So it's like I'm not sure if again the show's gonna do their own thing with her character. So
probably I would think they are.
And it's also kind of messed up how the comics did her run. So if the show does it differently, I won't be upset. At the same time, I still don't like her character.
Well, I think I heard. Yeah, I think it was pretty gruesome in the comics. What happened?
It seemed like he like almost like manipulated her to a point that like she lost her job, practice, and she like committed suicide. So
yeah, because he didn't.
Hopefully, she doesn't commit suicide. It seems like now she's like what the head of like the medical like psychiatric I can't even psych thing in New York City. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, Fisk is just gonna have somebody in the loony bin offer whenever he wants to. Like her days are already numbered. She just doesn't even know it. But then Fisk goes on air and tells the city that they are now under martial law and even sets a curfew. Like in the real world, the mayor doesn't have that power. But even in this world, like where is the governor and how is he letting Fisk get away with all this BS?
Because he got dirt on the governor.
Is that what it is? He's got him under
pretty much dirt on everyone. And wants to do anything, either it gets dirt on you or you're gonna end up in those cages.
Feel it. Then we get confession time while Matt admits to Karen he was trying to actually kill Bullseye. I was like, I called that first time. I was like, man, he dropped this man off a roof. He wasn't trying to save his life. I'm just saying. He didn't realize he had that new bulletproof spine in there. Yeah, he was definitely trying to kill that man when he tossed him off the roof. Like most people aren't going to live from that. But yeah, we talked about that in episode 1. But after his little confession, Karen gave him a little pep talk and then gave him a very friendly, as I said before, kiss on the forehead. And like I was saying, did Matt just get friend zoned?
No, he did not. Stop.
I'm telling you, is she more into Frank now? Because she seemed pretty interested in his heart rate when Matt said he heard it when they first saw her. So I don't know, man. I think she might be on that Punisher tip. But she opens the door and like Jake was asking, like, who are we going to get in this army? Because she opens the door and we get the biggest letdown of the season. Like, it's the start of his new army, and I could not be less impressed. Like, he might as well had Yusuf, like Miss Marvel's dad, just sitting there at the bottom.
What was this? That would have been better, if he was in there. I'd be like, you know what? I'll be okay with that. But no, so I was like,
nothing. We got no Jessica Jones, no Luke Cage, no Scar, no She-Hulk. I'm like, no, we get Josie and Detective Angie Kim. Like, what?
Does Josie now know? Do those cops know that Matt is DareDevil or something? Like, did they see him go in?
No, I think that's why he's still in his mask. He had his mask.
It's like I was like confused at that point.
But this was not exactly the A-team I was hoping for to take on Fisk and his army. I was like, come on, what is this? I was so disappointed. That was ridiculous. Then they show Fisk and Vanessa walk down and have dinner in front of his favorite portrait, and they toasted, but after taking a sip, Vanessa got this like weird look on her face and then stared into the glass. Did Fisk just poison her?
Nah.
You don't think so? Man, she looked worried, and then she looked at the glass. I'm like, and he just got this real big smile on his face. I'm like, did he just poison her?
No, he just happy because in the beginning of the season they had like a rocky like start, and now they're just finally together again. No quarrels or anything. He's good.
It better not be She-Hulk. Superhero meets Sex in the City. Hey, we definitely need She-Hulk in this. Are you kidding me? I want She-Hulk. I want Scar. I want all of them. You can even bring in Miss Marvel. I don't care. Iron Fist, you can leave his ass at home, but I don't know. Yeah, little Hawkeye, absolutely. Scarlet's sister, Spider-Man, Echo, Doctor Strange. Bring them all in here. He said he roofied her. Who did he roofie?
It's a- Oh.
Roofied her. We then see Buck kind of staring out a window with that same look he had when he watched Fisk rips Gallows' face off. So is he starting to have second thoughts about the man he works for?
Hell no, he loves it.
Think so? Because he looked a little disinterested there. I don't know. He looked like he was having some second thoughts to me. I think Buck might be Daredevil's inside guy next season.
Nah. This is the man who's about to get ready to kill him. When you're talking about being his next, nah.
But then he's gonna realize
only if Fist like kills a love interest of his or something, or a friend, or makes him try to kill his friend or something. Then it's like he made me try to kill someone I loved, or he killed someone I love. So it's like, yeah, I'm done with Fist right now, or something that's not in line with his interests.
we know we need Luke Cage. Like, isn't in the comics, aren't they like the two real big friends, or is it Luke Cage and Iron Fist? I guess that are the two big friends.
No, it's Luke Cage and Iron Fist.
Oh, okay. Well, they definitely need. We need Luke Cage up in here. We need some bulletproofness. I love it. Absolute killers. I know one having second thoughts about things is Sheila. Like, she already knows she fucked up the way she's looking in here. Fist talking about Gallo ran and quit on the city. She knows he didn't retire. He got retired. And he is dead because of you. Like, how's that going to weigh on her next season?
Nah, obviously it's weighing a lot. You can see it on her face. The
Like,
moment that first conversation about, oh, you pretty much have a good eye here, you know, a good ear, know who would pretty much agree to me, X, Y, and Z. Let me know. The moment she walked out, it was over.
And then Gallo, yeah, like I said, Gallo was your one guy that could have helped you out. What are you doing? And then
At that point, she just knew like Fist just has too much power. The moment he became mayor, it was over.
Now it's just about saving her own neck.
Yep.
Man. Even Daniel seems to have like some thoughts, but I don't know. They're probably more like, how much further can I stick my head up Fist's ass? Because he is
And Daniel's a Kool-Aid maker. What you mean?
He is just, I don't know. He was sitting there just looking. I don't think he was thinking anything bad. I was thinking he's like, what more corrupt shit can I do to get even more on his good side? But BB was also sitting there looking some kind of way. Is that because she just heard Gallo retired and she knows it's a lie? And even if it's not, basically just lost a huge ally in that fight against Fisk.
Mm-hmm. Not only that, though, she probably knows like he probably dead.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he gone. Like, she told me she was going to help me. She's definitely gone, which is Then we finally get our mid-credit scene, and like, even it was a bit lackluster. I mean, like, I know this goon squad isn't exactly like the best and brightest, but come on. Like, you really just gonna walk right up and give the man your hand? Like, this, this man can kill you in the blink of an eye. Like, that guard was too dumb to live.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous. So is Frank gonna release all the rest of those hostages, or just bounce while he can when he gets out?
If anything, the only one he'll probably free is a swordsman.
Really? You don't think he'll free everybody?
Nah.
How come?
I wouldn't be surprised if that scene was just like a snippet, and maybe the swordsman was probably talking to him, saying, "Hey, I can help you, X, Y, Z, or something of that nature." It wouldn't surprise me. Just for like the comedical little aspect of Disney, it's like you want like a serious and like a little bit of comic. Unless they're gonna go full, then they're probably gonna leave him down there. But I was surprised he was in that cage. Him and that other woman. Because it seems like
blonde lady in there? I didn't see the blonde lady. Was she there?
Yeah, she was there. She was there too. I was like, wait, why is she in here? I was puzzled by that.
Well, because
they already because Fist already had conversation with I'm guessing with blonde woman we were discussing with AK last week about probably took the husband or something or killed him. And then he already told to the swordsman, it's like, I know who you are, and it was like bribing him. So it was like, why put them in a cage? It was
because remember when the swordsman left, he told his guy to follow him. He goes, stay on him, stay with him.
So I'm guessing you just didn't go with the whole bribe thing, whatever, and like
right.
blackmail, excuse me.
Or they just, once they left, they just caged them up to make them sign it. Like, oh, we're not giving you a chance to get away. Like, you're going to sign if you want to get out of this cage. So, yeah, he's just going full on gangster. But, yeah, I don't know. Or will he? I don't know. Do you think he'll leave without trying to kill Kingpin first? Or do you think if
Oh
Frank.
man, he's just leaving. He's just leaving, killing some people out on his way out.
I think he has to let everybody out. He can't just like free one person. He'll probably kill a couple guards and then at least let everybody out of their cage. It might be on them to like make their own way out of there. But I would think he would at least unlock all the cages.
Because even then, it's like, one, you don't know how many guards are there, so you got to kill out all those guards, then free everyone.
Well, he's going to,
as everyone is leaving, you'll know if there's even more people outside, so that's a risk of people getting shot or whatever as they're like leaving. Because all those people leaving, that's literally like witnesses to like what the hell Fist was doing.
Right, but I mean, there's no law there, so it doesn't really matter. But I think he's gonna at least want to kill all the guys that punched him in the face. Like, oh, you thought you were getting away with that?
Oh yeah,
every one of you gone. So that could be curtains for everybody that touched that man could be dead before he gets out of here. But all in all, what'd you think of this episode? Like, how'd you think of this season as a whole and this episode going down? Like, how'd this episode rank against all the rest of them? Was it a good finale?
Well, one, I have to rewatch this season, knowing what I know. Still, my favorite episode in this entire season still is the Bank Heist episode. I don't care what anyone says. The Bank Heist episode was probably my favorite episode. And then followed by like the first episode. I think what was like the first two episodes like pretty solid. Everything else were like okay, but then the finale, I'm like, all right, this is mainly just set up for getting season 2. And then I remember reading an article that they said they're trying to do like one season a year. So sometime next year, 2026, we're getting season 2. Then I'm guessing in 2027, we're going to get season 3. So that's great. I think they're trying to do like 3 seasons with the show. So that's good. So they're going to focus on the good shows, not the terrible ones, like Secret Invasion.
I just need some more cameos if they're going to be bringing it in. Like,
yeah, I hope they do. Yeah, I really hope that they do.
There's
like,
you got
like if Fist doesn't like lose, which obviously he won't, you're probably going to still, in some case, like win, and maybe again this 18 that they create. Some may end up dying or get captured, put in a cage or whatever. Then, okay, we had no choice but to like bring some other people back. And hopefully by then they can get the actress playing Jessica Jones and like Luke Cage and things. I'm not sure about Luke Cage actor. So I think it's like See No Evil, that TV show series that he's in. I think that's the one that he's in. Right. Yeah. If that's not ended and he says he got time, then go. Because I do know he had a kid. And did remember that when like season 2 got like canceled from Netflix, he was kind of like grateful because he just ended up having a kid. So it was like almost like a silver lining. So as long as that's okay, and he can raise a family and do like, MCU and some other shows and projects, hey, bring his ass back. Lawrence Tyrell, I don't know about that. Like, he don't come back. Or have him come back, kill him in public display, just to show again how Fisk is that serious with vigilantes that actually have abilities. Because it's one thing just to like take down like swordsmen and even possibly Punisher or even like Matt, but even like those that actually have abilities, like that's even like more of a testament. Like he's like that serious and his task force can actually do something.
Oh, this task force is definitely doing something. But yeah, like I said, I just need more people on Matt's side. He said, I'm going to raise an army and then open that door. And there was no army in there. There was an old ass bartender. There was a washed up detective that used to be on the police force and Detective Angie Kim. I was like, what? No, they didn't. Like, no, they did. All these superheroes you got in this city, and this is what you came up with? Not a Spider-Man, not a nothing. I was just, come on.
Yeah, even during the blackout, like they didn't even mention anything about the superheroes that we know, like nothing at all. Nothing from Spider-Man doing anything. I'm like, that's weird.
They all went to hiding because the vigilante thing's on now, so they don't want to die. They're all scared of Fisk.
Spider-Man is understandable. Doctor Strange is doing with the whole incursions thing.
But
who else is a big name in New York City that's there? Can't think of anyone else. Ironheart, I'm not sure where she is based in.
Ironheart, who's?
Remember from Black Panther, too.
Yeah.
I think her series comes out sometime this summer.
It'll probably get canceled, just like the Black.
No, it's not canceled. It's not canceled. It's still going. It's
Really?
still it's gonna drop this summer.
The Black Knight?
No, Ironheart.
Oh, Ironheart. Hey, what's up, JD? We got the dragon in the house. What's good,
Hey.
brother? Good to see you, man. He said, "What? Good to see you." So, yeah, I mean, as a whole, this episode was pretty decent, but I don't know. I thought it was definitely one of the better episodes, but man, it got brutal. This is the best thing they've dropped since Loki and Endgame. The rest of the MCU has been crap. Daredevil was fun. Glad to see the Punisher as well. The Wakanda Forever. Yeah, yeah.
Yo, JD still torn up about Wheel of Time. Still torn up about Wheel of Time.
Oh, I gotta get a watch in on that one of these days because yeah.
Good for us since we didn't read the book, but if you read the book by JD, he's man is crying in his sleep. Like what you did.
All I know is I want on the very opening episode next season, I better see somebody. Even if it's a Kamala, Miss Marvel, I don't care.
They have to.
I need to see somebody, some night nurse in the ice. Somebody's got to come back because that was just, like I said, biggest letdown ever when he opened up that door and I saw Cherry's face. I was like, stop it. But as usual, we're going to see what everybody remembers about this episode. We got just a few questions about this one. If you guys know the answers, put the answer in the chat. If you're watching later, put it in the comment section down below.
This entire series have been doing good with these trivia questions for DareDevil, but this is the time I wrote like no notes. So I failed the final exam.
This is the time that we're not going to get it because there's some deep dives in here. He said, "Fuck the Wheel of Time." I'm never watching it again. That's what you say. You're going to keep watching it.
But Jake, they've been doing that, and some of these shows have been like a mess.
Yeah. There is. Well, Secret Invasion. I mean, oh my god. All right, we're going to bring it in and see what everybody remembers. This first one's a deep cut. I'll be shocked if anybody gets it yet. Almost had to have the subtitles on to get this one. What doctor was being paged over the intercom while Vanessa was meeting with Bullseye?
Dr. Doolittle.
Oh, shit. That is going to be a tough one. Anybody know that one? What doctor was being paged while Vanessa was meeting with Bullseye? Anybody knows that? Put in the chat box. If you're watching later, put it in the comment section down below. Oh, shit. Let's see, we got some coming in. He said Dr. Kevorkian and Dr. Phil it is. Oh, it's not Dr. Phil, though. Oh, anybody knows that? Put in the comment section. Question number 2. What song was playing when Buck showed up outside Matt's hospital room?
It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life. I knew what that song was too. Oh my gosh. Come back to me on that one.
He said, come back. I'm going to get this one. Oh, anybody know what song was playing when when Buck got outside of Matt's hospital room? What song were they playing? Know that one? Put it in the comment section down below. What did Fisk tell to send in, or who did Fisk tell to send in after his meeting with Sheila?
What's the question again?
Who did Fisk tell to send in after his meeting with Sheila?
Oh, Con Ed.
Absolutely, their friend from Con Ed. Wow, there's a deep cut. Nice. Well done, you.
Okay, because at one point I was like, well, how are they going to turn off the lights? And I was like, yeah, Con Edison. But how the hell, what did he tell them from, like, I wonder how was he friends with Con Ed? Like, what the hell? Just being the mayor.
Feel John Haymaker coming through and nailing it, though. That's the song that they were playing.
Yeah, Kill Me Softly. Yeah, there we go.
Absolutely killing.
It made sense because he was like trying to put him to sleep, whatever.
Exactly, with the needle. That was an excellent song. Wait, John Haymaker calling it back. Well done, you. What was Punisher's new nickname for Matt when he first saw him?
Is it hospital gown or something?
Pretty close. Oh, anybody know exactly what he said? What was his?
Hey, I love that duo because they always keep on like cracking jokes at each other.
Oh, talking shit the whole time. What was Punisher's new nickname for
Gown?
What's that?
It was Gown?
It was pretty close to that.
Damn. I was dancing around it.
It's I mean, it's not that, but that's pretty close to it. He said red. But yeah, it is close. I mean, you're close. It was, yeah. See if anybody else gets it, and then we'll bring that one back. What's the first thing Matt said after Karen pulled up behind him and Frank?
Shotgun.
It was absolutely shotgun.
I would too. God damn it. This man ain't blind. He fooling anyone.
You ain't fooling nobody. You ain't blind. I see you. You see me. How many euros did the Speaker of the City Council have stashed in a Swiss bank account?
Was it like millions? Something millions? Over
It,
100 million? Something like that? Like 400 million or something like that?
it was not.
Could have been. Oh, wait, it was 46,000?
It was not.
Damn.
Oh, he always called him Red, but yeah, Red's not his nickname. He called him something else. He's like, oh, so what are you now? Da da da. That was a great nickname. Anybody know how many euros the Speaker of the City Council had stashed? Jake says 450. You are super close. Spin some of those numbers around. You're right on top of it. What storage unit were Karen and Matt looking at files in? What storage unit number were Karen and Matt looking at files in? I wonder if that number has any significance to the comic books or anything.
Yeah,
like
most likely.
that comic
An
book does.
issue or probably a death of Karen, if anything, since it's supposed to be her death, but switch with Foggy.
Oh man, you can't kill Karen. We still gotta see who she picks.
I mean that's what they did in the comics. Who knows? And then next thing you know, that would have been crazy. The first they kill off Foggy, then they kill off Karen. The next season, then I've been like, well, damn.
No, I gotta know. Does she pick Matt? Does she pick Frank? I got to know.
Or just before she picks, she gets killed.
We'll leave that out there as everybody knows. What storage unit were Karen and Matt looking at the files in? I haven't seen the right one yet. What year was the Red Hook charter for that Karen found in the files?
2000.
Nope.
No. Was it 1986 or something like that?
Nope.
77?
You're not even in the right century. What year was What year was the Red Hook charter for that Karen
Can't be
found?
1776.
It was not.
I know it was old. The paper was old as hell.
It was old as hell. 1800s is correct, but not exactly. And it was not 1878, but you're close. Oh, shit, that's a tough one. Oh, you guys are all over it, though. Absolutely. Where's that? He said, where is that at? I haven't seen it. Oh, anybody knows? Put that in the chat box or in the comment section down below. What year was on that charter that Karen found? Next, what title in his administration did Fisk offer Heather?
It was something psychology.
What title in his administration did Fisk offer Heather?
I don't know if that even exists. I think it just pointed out of his ass. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell is that?
I did just make up a title. He can do whatever he wants in this day and age. He got nothing to worry about. He's like, I'll do what I want when I want. Believe that. Assistant regional man. Oh, what is it? Does anybody know exactly what it was? What was her title that Fisk offered her? Jake's close. We'll give it to Jake. It was actually Commissioner of Mental Health, but we'll give you that one. Not department, but Commissioner of Mental Health. We're close enough. We give those points to Jake Cruz. What time did Fisk set the curfew for?
8 p.m.
8 p.m. Absolutely correct. Fandom bringing one home.
I think that was mine when I was younger. I was like, yeah, like you better get home by 8 p.m. You're not going like outside for like several months. I'm like, what? 8:01, several months later, I'm free.
What was the guard's name in the end credit scene that Frank tricked to get out?
No clue, but he was an idiot. I don't know how he fell for that. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, come up with something else, but that, like, come on.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
So you from New Jersey too? Like, yeah, like, oh my gosh.
Something Guinea Smith. Anybody knows what his name was? That's the deep cut. Anybody knows his name? Put it in the chat box down below. And last but not least, where was that guard from?
New Jersey.
Nah, Jersey. Same as Frank. Absolutely. That's what they had in common. That's what he used. Oh, tried to shake that man's hand, crumpled it, and killed him. Brutal, because that's how Frank gets down. Oh, but that is going to do it for us. Daredevil Born Again, the finale. I mean, it wasn't everything I hoped it'd be, but I wasn't too mad at it. I actually liked it. I mean, it was what it was. I think season 2, I think they had a lot of problems with the writer's strike and the timing of this thing, and they just had a lot of problems trying to tie up all the loose ends and connect the stories from one set of writers to the other. And I think it's going to be a lot more congruent next season. I think it's going to be a lot better.
Yeah.
How about you?
Because from what I've been hearing, man, it was supposed to be way different. Like almost like every other episode supposed to be some type of like court case and this and that. Foggy and Karen were not even supposed to even be in this season.
Well, they get
imagine just that.
How do you not have Karen and Foggy? Come on, they are the Daredevil. Like,
Born Again.
That's his family. That's their family. That's how they get down. What the hell? You can't have a show without them.
I'm sure the Punisher was supposed to even be in here, I think. I can't recall. Or was that, or I'm not sure if the actor played either the Punisher or Matt. Like they read the script, they didn't like it, and they were about to bounce, and then they had to like redo it.
Really?
Or like I get it because it wasn't just fitting them. It was ridiculous.
Wow. Well, that's going to do it for us in Daredevil. I believe the next one on the charts will be Poker Face when it comes out, and we might sneak in a movie review before that. So definitely stay tuned. Make sure you click that bell and make sure you're subscribed to see when the next one comes through. Other than that, I hope everybody out there has an absolutely fantastic week, and it only gets better from here. You guys have a great weekend. We'll see you around the way. Be easy.